Hi, it's David from the Dead Daisies, and you're watching CMS TV.
Everything we talk about all seems to be falling together at once. First, it was this AI stuff, which fell nicely into those two pieces. The other piece that we have talked about long and hard is how much people are willing to support tribute bands instead
Okay.
of the real bands.
Right.
Okay?
And that's been a pretty hot ticket for the last few
It has been.
years.
It has been. Well, what do you think of this? And this is the first time I'm seeing it. I'm sure it's not the first time, but it's the first time I'm seeing it actively promoted as such. Frontiers is releasing an album of original material from a band that is a Foreigner tribute band. So
Okay.
the thought being here is we know that's a sound people like. We're just going to make new music from making that sound. We can't get the original guys because it'll cost too much. But we can get these guys for fairly cheap. And we'll do this. What do you think? Do you think that is a reach trying to find success? What do you think of that?
Well, trying to think. The only example that comes to mind like immediately about of one band sounding like the other band because they have the sound.
Yeah.
Remember the Storm?
Oh yeah. Sounded like Journey.
Sounded like Journey because Journey was absent at that time. That's why they were, on hiatus or whatever.
Yeah.
And they had a good shot at being successful as being a Journey sounding band.
Right. And they had a hit.
You know,
and-
that debut release did get some heat.
Yeah, they had
You
that
know.
song, I something a lot about love.
Yeah, I know a lot about love or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
But
know the song.
they had a shot at it, and then of course inner problems and band
Sure.
members quitting, and I think they made a second album, which
Yeah, they
got
may have. I
released.
don't know.
But they did. I think they released a second album, but the fire was over at that point.
Sure.
So
Well, and
that-
there's a
that's-
few
that's-
examples.
Yeah, that's a comparison.
Yeah.
I would
Kingdom
make.
Come,
Yeah,
in a way, but they didn't market themselves as well. We sound like everybody else said they sounded like Led Zeppelin.
no, but the record label
The
marketed
record label, but I don't think the band did. These
But
guys are
that was their
actively
selling
saying,
point because I remember when that debut Kingdom Come record.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss Zeppelin,
yeah, this is your thing. That's
here's
right.
your thing.
Well, these guys are actively selling that they are a tribute band doing original music that sounds like Foreigner. Listen to
Okay.
this. Listen to the bio. Today, U.S. melodic rockers Double Vision take a bold step forward with the release of their powerful new single, The Man You Make Me, which we'll play in a minute.
Carling all metalheads, the CMS network is now on Substack, and it's your new metal haven. Get your daily dose of the classic metal show, Chris Akin Presents, The Seth Williams Show, and all our other shows, all in one killer app. It's free to join or just pay $4.99 a month, go ad-free, snag original early releases, and unlock exclusive bonus content. But that's not all. It's an online community where you can hang out with fellow ad bangers who live for raw, uncensored commentary. Ready to join the thrash? Download the Substack app from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS network, and get into the pit. It's free and the ultimate way to bring our metal madness with you every day. Install a Substack app now and follow the CMS network.
Out on Frontiers. Known for delivering pitch-perfect recreations of Foreigner's timeless hits, Double Vision now solidifies their transition into original music with a track that captures the soaring spirit and the emotional depth of classic 80s rock while injecting a fresh, modern edge. The new single comes alongside a visualizer available below, blah, blah, blah. But they're selling this as it sounds like Foreigner.
Yeah.
They're actively, look, even this paragraph down here. Having made their name as a Foreigner tribute band, Double Vision's brand new self-titled album is all original tunes and will be out on July 11th. But they're making sure you know
Yeah.
that it's going to sound like Foreigner.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hence the name Double Vision,
Yeah, I mean, everything about it, they're just,
capitalizing on the Foreigner association.
yeah, they're just blatantly saying, well,
It's not.
We're not gonna
Foreigner,
make
but
it.
We
Yeah.
sound a whole lot like them.
yeah, we're not going to make it as an original band. But if you like Foreigner, you might like us. So check
Yeah,
us.
but even Foreigner put out a original album with Kelly Hansen. You know, 10 years ago already.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Didn't do shit.
No, it didn't do
And,
shit.
and it sounded like Foreigner. It was just Foreigner, new music from Foreigner, and nobody cared.
But I think because because Foreigner is an established name and entity, people rejected it immediately because it didn't have Lou Gramm.
Okay,
This is being sold as, well, it ain't the original Foreigner. It's just guys that sound like Foreigner.
yeah, they have this Foreigner sound.
It's like they're literally saying, we know what you like. Here's some new music from. It's almost like they're trying to combat the AI kind of by saying, here's a tribute band and here's their new music and we're signing them. The fact that they're signed says something. Either Serafino's lost his damn mind over there at Frontiers, or somebody thinks this could hit.
Well, Serafino doesn't really pay that much money.
No, he doesn't, but
I
still.
mean, it's not a lot of money. If they got 12 grand, I'd be surprised.
But even that's 12 grand
I understand. I get it.
for a band that has not established one note of their own sound. They have not. Their only established sound is that they sound like someone else.
Yeah, true.
You know, that's really. They haven't had to do any of the work. None of it. They're capitalizing on Mick Jones and Lou Gramm's work.
Right. But again, there's really nothing new under the sun anymore.
No, not really.
I mean, so what are you going to do? You're going to come up with some new sound, which, you know, in itself, everything that could be done has probably already been done.
Yeah. Or
So
some
now it's
segments of
just
it,
like,
sure.
well, it's no different than Hollywood remaking movies.
True.
Same thing.
It is.
Well, we ran out of ideas, and I think all the movies that were ever made could be made. So I guess we're just going to revisit,
Yeah.
you know, movies that have already been made, and we're just going to make them again.
Right. We'll just make some slightly different ones, but it'll be about the same shit. So, you want to hear this? Hear what this new
let's-
single
let's
sounds
hear it.
like?
I'm very, very curious.
All right. Here you go. This is The Man You Make Me by Double Vision, not Foreigner. Here we go.
I'm not hearing the Foreigner connection.
It sounds like Styx.
I'm not. not getting.
Yeah,
that-
not too much. I mean,
No.
when he went to the higher voice, he does sound sort of Lou
No,
Grammey.
I would have, if I heard this song without you telling me what it was, I would have never said, "Hey, that sounds like Foreigner."
Let's skip a forward here, see if there's any more forward here. Here we go. Sounds more like Dennis DeYoung. This guy is no Louis Maldonado, that's for sure.
I'm not hearing it. Yeah.
Yeah. When will we hear that this band is broken up? Tomorrow?
Is that the only song that they've got?
So far, it's
right
the
now?
only song. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really grab me.
Just what are they going for with this?
I don't know.
Are they going for the Foreigner crowd? I mean, this sounds like maybe Say You Will Foreigner. You know, the late innings Foreigner,
Yeah,
the
sure.
late era stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is about. I saw it and heard it and was like,
Well, another example of a tribute band or a band that paid tribute is obviously Steel Panther.
sure.
You know, they went through a few reiterations as far as like name changes, you know, from Metal School to Metal Shop to Steel Panther, and the majority of their music was all just 80s covers.
Right.
And then they started writing their own music and putting out their own albums with all original stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the Classic Metal Show, Chris Akey Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS network, and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS network.